AITA for not letting my family see me or my son. My parents stopped talking to me 8 years ago and my sister was 6 years ago. Part of it was deserved, I was still an addict. I was on Oxy after a knee surgery but the doc didn't monitor me and I just kept taking it. I was working as a mechanic and I didn't want to take time off to let it heal and it was stupid but I took it so I could keep going. Initially my parents were sympathize and let me stay with them when I lost my job, not related to the Oxy, but they kicked me out after they found out I was addicted. I never stole from them but yes I was living for free for a year and doing drugs in their house when they were off to work. I lied to them that I was looking for work when I was out doing odd jobs to feed my addiction. They offered to pay for inpatient rehab after kicking me out but we had just had several explosive fights and I didn't want to owe them anything. I was homeless for a while and living out of my car and they gave me food but refused to let me back home. I was homeless for 5 months. I asked my sister to take me in but she refused saying she didn't want an addict around because she had just had a child. I was very close with my sister growing up and it was a very dark time in my life. I felt like everyone abandoned me and I had no one. My parents stopped calling me at this point. What actually saved me was my friend who let me stay with him for a few months. I had tried to quit many times but having a stable place helped and I got my first 1 month clean living with them. I relapsed a few times after that but each time was easier and now I'm 4 years clean. I also just had my first child, my 6-month-old son with my now GF. My parents contacted me via Facebook and told me they wanted to meet with me and see my son. I'm against it because what kind of parent lets their son become homeless? I know even if my son was an addict no matter what he did I would still have a home for him in my home. My sister also called me and she has my number despite not talking to me for years. I gave it to her when I changed my number. She told me I cannot blame my parents for kicking me out for doing drugs but I disagree. I feel like a person doing drugs isn't enough reason to kick them out and not talk to them. But AITA for not wanting to reconnect because I was the addict?